Hello, this is Stephen from wonderful Wiltshire, and we're going live today. And I want to say hello to a live video sales group, to YouTube, LinkedIn, and Live Video Hub. If you're watching me live today, thank you. Please do say hello. We're just waiting for all connections to be made, and then we can actually go live. These are exciting times. Just need to move those out of the way. Just a second. Within a second, I'm just making an adjustment to my set. My set is now the whole of my office, not just one shot. We've got 7 different ways to actually display what's going on. So over to me. Okay, hello, and welcome to this 30-minute session. And I'm going to say welcome to the show. This is live video training with Steven. I just want to make one adjustment. No, I don't. I'll leave that. And what we're talking about today is marketing and selling on Amazon Live, Facebook, and YouTube. And of course, Be.Live selling features, why I use Be.Live. In actual fact, is a good one. Been using Be.Live since October 2016, and it is quite probably the best way to sell because of its features, which are legion. So many things: 8 people on screen, integrated YouTube video player, images, captions on screen, and agenda on screen, and now comments. And the comments now are available on Amazon Live. And I did the broadcast yesterday on Amazon Live. I was joined by Corinda, I was joined by Ephraim, and I was joined by other people as well, all commenting on Amazon Live, and I was able to show the comments on screen, which made the show interactive. In other words, rather than my just talking for 2 hours, people were actually chatting with me and asking questions, and it gives a whole different feel to the broadcast. It's just like being on Facebook or YouTube where we can see the comments. To be able to see them on Amazon Live, though, is rather special because the only company that can do this is Be.Live. And Be.Live have also come up with 2 additional widgets. I'm going to go to my widgets now and go to this one, a following widget. Now, here's the clever part. If I click on it and I click there, then the widget changes. And I can move the widget anywhere on screen. So you can ask people to follow you, whether you're live on Facebook or YouTube or Amazon. And you can just leave it on screen and forget about it. If you want to remove it, then you can just press the X and it disappears until next time that you're waking up. So this is part of your Be.Live Studio. It is under widgets. This is the first widget. And there is, just a second, I'll get there in a second. There's a second widget, which is follow and unmute. Now, I saw Grant using this one the other day. And if I go here, I can go like that, or I can go like that, or I can go like that. I'm just clicking, and then I can put that up there. Okay, and I can put that, not that, I put that over there. Okay, so you've got following unmute, which is important because people actually watch you on Facebook and YouTube and on Amazon Live, and they don't have the sound on. And they've got to click bottom right hand corner to bring in the sound. So these are 2 new widgets, and to take them off, just press the X. And I'm going to X that one. This leaves me with this one. I think that's pretty neat if I pop it down there. And you can't see how I did that, but just let me say that you can actually move it anywhere on the screen. You can switch it on and off, And if you click, you can go through the 3 different ways that it looks. And we have our first comment come in. Okay, so there. I love the fact you can actually move it about the screen. Our first comment has come in. Let's go and have a look. And I'm going to close that. I'm going to say hello to... just a minute. Let me move my follow button out of the way. Let me put it up there, Roz. And Roz is saying, good evening from South Australia, about to go to bed and saw you live. I am live. Okay. New widgets in your Be.Live broadcast studio, Roz. And that's the first one. And this is the second one. I'm going to move one under the other. So you can use those during your broadcast. Just as a subtle hint for people to actually follow you. Okay. Now, the question that arises in a lot of people's minds, I'm going to go for Roz's second comment. And Roz is saying, are these new features in Be.Live? Yes, you can use them tomorrow. You've got them. You don't have to. They're actually part of the studio. Go over to widgets and they're at the top. And I'll be trying them out tomorrow. Definitely. Okay. They brighten up the screen. Okay. Because they're in the Be.Live colors. And the thing is that you can have them anywhere on screen. And I quite having, see how far we can go with this. Go down there. And I'm going to remove that one. If I can, just a minute. Okay, it's gone. Okay, and I'm going to put that one over there. So you can drag and drop them about the screen. But if you put them there, it tends to cover up the comments. So I think we'll put it up there. Widgets. Yeah, go to widgets and you'll find it. Hello to everybody who's watching. If you want to say hello, then please do. Yeah, I basically was watching Grant. And Grant had these on his show and people started following him. Result. Okay. And it's pretty close to the Be.Live colors. It's all good. So Ross, thank you for joining me. As it's lunchtime, I'm just having a cup of tea. Now, what I want to do is show you something. I'm going to go here. I'm still here, but if you're still there, Ross, this is the view out of my window today. And as you can see, it's a delightfully sunny day. If I just move the picture around, I'm not sure why there's, looks like there's a sunbeam coming down. But if I go up, yeah, you can actually see the picture out of my window. And I think that's probably better because I've got rid of whatever it is. It's obviously not on the lens. It's obviously the light that's on the window. Now you can see more of the chimney. That's not what I intended at all. But it does give you an idea of where I live. Now it looks like I live out in the countryside, doesn't it? These are in fact people's gardens, and the trees have grown over the last 20 to 30 years, and there's some beautiful specimens. And Outer Ros again, gorgeous and sunny and warm. Yeah, it's 20. Alexa, what's the temperature today?
At the moment, it's 24 degrees Celsius.
There you are, Ross.
You can expect a low of 10 degrees.
It's 24 degrees Celsius. So between my camera looking out the window and my Echo Dot, I think we've covered it. Weather report from devices. It's right. Well, you're in winter, aren't you? It's freezing here today. Lots of rain, around 13 degrees at the moment here. Yeah, well, this is basically, Ross, this week we've just come into a period when it's going to be super sunny this week. And we're looking towards 31, 32 degrees on Friday. So it's good. We waited a long time for this. Angelica's Angelica's mother was over last week. And whilst the weather was okay, it wasn't as beautiful as it's going to be this week. It might have been too hot. So perhaps things did work out as they're intended to. I'm trying to work out on the left-hand side of this is a live image. Let's just prove this is a live image and not a photograph. If I zoom out a bit, I don't know where that is. I don't know where that's coming from. Interesting. Okay, not to worry. Not to worry. Okay. I didn't notice that before. Not that it's any great moment. And over to Ros again. And that's the temperature I have my air conditioner set to. Good on you. Yeah. And also, waiting. That's getting a tad hot for you. I'm okay with 34 degrees. Then I'm the same, Ros. It can get too hot. Looks like a smudge on the window. It could well be a light. I think it's the reflection of the curtain. It's a weird lighting, isn't it? Or light reflecting on the uneven glass pane. Could be. Just a minute. Yeah, something is. Let's go back. See if we can get this sorted out. Yeah, if I move the curtain, does that move? Yes, it's the curtain, Ros. Okay, solved. I can't actually take the curtain down because that would be silly. But what I can do is I can move the curtain further over to the left and sort of push it in like that. I think we've cracked it between us, Ross. Brilliant. Okay. I'm good to go on my Amazon show now later. Okay. And again, yep, curtain reflection. There you are. Right. I can see a bird flying about. Now you can see there's a gentle breeze today. Okay. And this is the center of town, and it's beautiful green and flowers are coming out, and all is good. And Rosie's saying it's now better. Good. Yep. And I had to clean my window where I have the third camera looking outside at my bird bath. Yeah. Our windows, I can see a spider's web at the moment, but our windows are actually cleaned. I think they're due to come because this is I'm on the first floor. I wouldn't clean that window. Not on the outside. I do it on the inside. No problem with cleaning the window on the inside. But I wouldn't climb a ladder. Although they don't have ladders these days. They have, like poles with the water spray built in. Okay. Whilst I'm here, I can actually show you, if I go here, my desktop preparation area. We can go to me. Okay. Yeah. So that's working. And if I tap that, the screen won't move. And then the other thing is that I can actually just change my camera. Okay, so I'm just changing my camera. If I can find it. That's the obvious. That's the one I want. Okay, so this may come up weird at first, but I'm going to make it sure it works. Oops, seems like the camera is used by another application. Okay, now this has only started happening today. Let me go back to outside. And hopefully, I've got my legs locked here. I can't have the same camera. Wait a minute. Let's go back to the garden. Okay, and picture's getting clearer, Ross, unless it's just me. Okay. Now then, next Wednesday, I'm going to be starting a new series for Be.Live, which is effectively back to basics. Just let me take that widget off. is back to basics. And the first, oh, Ros again. Hello, Ros. Clearer picture. Yeah, it's working. It's good. It could have just been, it just needed, I didn't do anything purposeful. I think it just decided to clear itself up. I can use the camera at once on Be.Live. I have my phone as the fourth webcam. Oh, 4 cameras. Yeah. I got the thank you. I've got the Obspot and I've got the Brio. And I could bring in, you must have a Ninja computer, Ros. Yeah, because if I bring 2 cameras into the studio, perfect. If I bring a third camera into the studio and broadcasting live, then it gets a bit tetchy. The memory starts to use up and things don't work as fast as they used to. So good on you for actually getting 4 cameras working. Yeah, because we can do that on Be.Live. We're a multi-camera system. Yeah, multiple cameras for the host. And as Ross just said, she has got 4 cameras, including the iPhone. Yeah, brilliant. Back to Ross. C920, 922, Logi live stream and an iPhone and a Mac. It can slow a bit. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it allows you to give variety to the broadcast. That's why I got the Obspot. I just close the software now, and I'm going to change cameras. This will look wacky for a second or two, but if I go here, okay, we're going to get a wacky picture for a second. Okay, so, oh, it doesn't want to know. That's weird. It worked yesterday. The thing about live broadcasting is if somebody says in your audience, because things never go perfectly, we know, if somebody in your audience says you've got a problem, then take note of it, but don't do anything. Example, yesterday I was broadcasting on Amazon Live, as I do, 11 a.m. Eastern every weekday, and chatting away to Corinda's a good friend, and well, when he gets commenting on Amazon Live, you can't actually stop him. And then another comment came in, and the comment that came in was, your volume is not high enough, can't hear you. Now, the first reaction on getting a problem is to take note of it. If I'd gone looking around and trying to find a problem that didn't exist, yeah, because the thing was that the gentleman in question didn't have the volume turned up on his mobile phone. Simple as. And I knew that because my good friend Ephraim joined the conversation on Amazon Live and said the volume was okay. So if you get one report that something's wrong, just stay calm. Yeah. If you get 2 reports that something's going wrong, take it seriously and try and hunt it down whilst you're live. Or just take a note of the time so you can actually watch the replay and find out what was happening. Yeah, but don't panic. Never, ever panic whilst you're live. If something goes wrong, own it. Yeah, explain there's something wrong. You know there's something wrong. You're doing what you can to sort it out. But don't go into panic mode. That only comes, as Ros knows, with the more broadcasts you do, the more controlled your response is when something goes wrong. Let's catch up with Ros. Okay, and Ros is saying eCam is a virtual camera, which is why I use main way I use them. Okay, eCam. I'm a Windows guy, but eCam, great reputation, great system. And so do I, Ros. So do I, Ros. I just want to take a screenshot of that. Just a minute. Just let me go and take a screenshot. I'll try and stop now. I'll take. Okay, it's not too bad. So I've taken a screenshot, Ros, with my favorite screenshot software, which is XSplit. Okay, back to me. Okay, So I've got that permanently now, and I can. Oh, wait a minute! I do have it permanently, and well, yeah. I mean, that's my. I have that problem. If I play a video, that was my problem in the beginning on Amazon. I used to play a video, so show everybody right way up, of course. Show everybody the lapel microphone, which I love to use, and then I play a short video using the lapel microphone, so that people can get an idea of what it actually sounds like. And then when you come to the end of the video, because you've muted yourself, the trick is to actually unmute yourself as the video finishes. And if you don't do that on Amazon Live, if you do that on Facebook or YouTube, you've got to wait for somebody to tell you, can't hear you. Two people, of course. If you do that on Amazon Live, then if you forget and nobody tells you, after 10 minutes, they cut the broadcast. Yeah. And say you've got a technical error. I think in the time I've been doing this, and I've done 220 broadcasts now, about probably 12 times I've done that, just not unmuted. And of course, the thing is that when you get stopped on Amazon Live, it stops any further promotion. Yeah. So after you go live on Amazon Live, the recording is there for people to watch, and people do watch it. They do unmute, they do listen to it, and they do go and look at the items in your carousel. So there is, if like after the live event, there are sales to be made, providing you don't get cut off in your prime. So I always make sure that I actually do unmute. I mean, today I've got, just for the technically minded, I'm sure Roz is the same. Roz will have 4 cameras on screen, but 1 microphone. So the camera that you're looking at now does have a microphone, but I've not got it switched on. I only have 1 microphone and then several different cameras. But the thing I love about the Osborne, I'm going to try this once, because let's see if I can get it to work again. If I go here and just go to the Osborne, I'm determined, never give up. I just want the Osborne tiny camera. That's the one. Oh, and it says this camera is being used by another application. Oh, no, it isn't. I can say that without fear of contradiction. It isn't. There isn't another application open that actually controls it. Oh, good. Never mind. If something goes wrong in the live broadcast, own it. Now, as I said, I'm going to be starting a series for Be.Live, which starts next Wednesday. Each show is at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. in the UK. And we're going back to basics. We really are going back to basics. We're going back to here. Okay, now you think that I've got a brick wall behind me. Well, you can see a brick wall behind me. But what you don't know is that I downloaded the software, and what I actually look like just a minute, is this. This is what a camera looks like when you install it. This is the Logitech Brio camera. I can just confirm that. Okay, let's put its name on screen. Logitech Brio camera, and this is what my office looks like, but this is not what gets broadcast. Yeah, I don't want. There are many people who broadcast like this, and there's no problem with it, because broadcasting is all about how you want to do it. That's the main thing. But I broadcast for ages with a green screen as my background, and basically I wanted to change. So I went to photography backgrounds, and I got the background that you see behind me now. Okay, and Roz, you can only have 1 active microphone. Indeed, it's funny if you don't. If you've got 2, that's when. Yes, yeah, it's the green screen that's doing the arching. I mean, if this is a photography backdrop, yeah, I'm going to take that off now, because it's the Brio. This is a photography backdrop. and it's 15 of those US dollars. And basically what I did was to drape it over the green screen, which meant I didn't need a frame to go with it. You can get a frame to do it for $45, but I've already got the green screen. And if I want to do green screening now, I just take off the backdrop. But I've got 3 more in mind, Roz. I've got a wall which has got splashes of paint on it. I think that will be quite effective. I've got a Fijian or a Hawaiian beach scene. Okay, so I can just picture myself at the beach doing a sales presentation. And then the last one is a Wild West town with tumbleweed blowing down the street, the saloon and everything. I'm going to try those. What I'm going to do is try and get one backdrop every other week so that I end up with a series of backdrops. And then when I feel the need for a change, I can just take them off and go back to the green screen. But the whole point about this is that when you first start going live, you'll quite naturally be like this on screen. So everybody's looking at everything around you. Okay, there are enough distractions here trying to work out. That over there is a Samsung all-in-one PC. They don't make them like that anymore. That's about 6 years old. You've got the bookshelf at the side, and you can see my learning German books with Angelica. But this is what it looks like. If you've got a Logitech Brio or a Logitech C920, 922, 925, 930, and you don't download the software to go with it, then you're going to look like this. Okay. I much prefer to click 3 buttons, and I'm going to do this definitely. So once, twice, 3 times, and now I'm back to being on a wall. Yeah, and only you know what's actually, it's not a wall, it's curved. Okay, I had to drape it over the top of the green screen, and it is quite effective. So I'm looking to get 3 more and interchange them, just to swap them around, just to jazz things up a bit, to get interest. In actual fact, it has. I have sold a few of these, which is always the acid test. The other thing that I've noticed, I got myself. I do have. Oh, say hello to right, and Roz again. Roz is saying it's an art, and thank you, Roz. Nice, thank you. Yeah, and I can't claim credit for it. I wouldn't. I was watching a broadcast with Grant Saunders, a good friend, Amazon insider and stage hypnotist, and I should introduce the 2 of you, Roz. He had a brick wall behind him, and subconsciously I thought that looks good. Yeah. So a couple of weeks later, having seen Grant Saunders, I thought, right, okay, I know how he's done it. He's got a green screen. Well, no, he's actually got a photography backdrop. So I went to Amazon, I just typed in, and that's it. And obviously, being Amazon, it arrived the following day. I installed it, and looking good. Because especially when you're selling an idea or selling an item, presentation is everything, and how you look is everything. And I've got to say, this is a personal choice. But if I was on screen like this, there are so many distractions. It's too busy. It is too busy, but it is a personal choice. This is with the default settings of the camera, and then download the software. 1, 2, 3, and I'm back where I want to be. Now, I'll be honest here, I did spend a couple of hours on Sunday night getting everything right. You can't just turn up and do it. You've got to work out exactly how to do it. So a couple of hours of sorting things out with the camera, and that means that I can do this. Yeah, because I've sorted this other camera out as well. We know, Roz and I, that outside is 24 degrees, and that is a live video from Devices. We can see the breeze blowing the trees on a beautiful summer's day in Devices in England. And I just want to start up some software. So forgive me for a moment. I'm just going to start the software and I can come back. Yeah. Now, live video is all about telling stories, giving explanations, telling your stories. And that's why it's important to have the right setting. And that's why I spent so much time setting up the camera. And if I go back to here, yeah, hopefully this will work. There's my desktop. And to show that that's live, okay, that's where I do my presentations. This is what an OBSBot camera looks like, okay, and absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's go back to here. Roz, I just want to say it's been brilliant chatting and catching up. It's much nicer to have less distractions. I need to go. Take care, Roz. Thanks for dropping by. See you again soon. To everybody, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Thank you to Roz for the chat. You can chat too if you want. And Roz, this final comment from Roz. It's the interactive factor that's so much fun. True, it totally changes a broadcast. And I do thank you for, well, we're mates. That's it. End of. Okay. To everybody who's been watching live, thank you very much. If you caught this on YouTube, thank you. If you caught this on LinkedIn, thank you. Live video sales group, have a great day. Live video, have a great day. I'm live again today at 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. UK on Amazon Live. Goodbye for now. That's like a newsreader, wasn't it?